Hello, this is 302 second peer review, and we have three people, and we're going to discuss three digital artifacts today and what challenges we went through and the maybe some topics or assumption that we're going to face in the future. Okay, let's go to the first one, which is mine. I'm revisiting and redirecting my most passionate DA that I created in BCM306 Skin Story. It's now called Dear Body, a voice diary project where I speak to my body like a friend. I post short form audio letters combining calm voiceovers with short sequences promoting body transformation and motivations. And with the same direction about promoting body positivity, self-acceptance, and mental health, Dear Body will embark on a new journey of healing body dysmorphia and connecting people.
Okay, so my digital artifact is a Threads account focused on slow travel storytelling. This is where I share my travel experiences through reflective captions and a few photos for every trip I have had. This project works like a personal travel diary, a place where I can slow down and note the moments that stuck with me after every trip. My framing connects to slow media and slow tourism because I'm interested in how these approaches resist algorithm-driven attention economies and create space for more meaningful and reflective storytelling.
So my digital artifact is called Beyond Thread. It is a motion design project that aims to raise awareness about fashion sustainability. Through creative motion graphics and visual storytelling, I explore how fashion impacts the environment and how individuals can make more sustainable choices. Beyond Thread challenged me to strengthen my technical editing skills while also using design as a medium for advocacy. It is both creative exploration and a communication tool to engage audience with sustainability in fashion.
Okay, I think it has been like a month since the last peer review that we did. So yeah, there should be like some changes. So anyone want to go first, like the change that you had since the last peer review?
Yeah, let me go first. So since my last peer review, I have changed my format of the latest post. So I changed the format of the content instead of the photos. I experimented with my first video post. Actually didn't increase the engagement, but I noticed I actually enjoyed the process more. And now I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out how much I can evolve the format without losing the slow media identity.
That's cool. Yeah, okay, so for me, I think I didn't have any like major change since I was just about like getting out of burnout, so it went actually pretty well. I just started journal more since I noticed that like I don't have to wait for TikTok to return to me, like the algorithm return the data, like the numbers that it gets from the platform. But yeah, I just have to keep posting, keep creating, and keep on testing out the idea to see how it works. It doesn't need to be concerned with the numbers when working with the DA, and I think I started like until now I started to perceive the DA more like an actual DA that could like benefit me more in real life more than just a subject. So I think that's like good news for me. So yeah, it's been passionate for me to keep creating content for my DA. So yeah, I think that's a good thing to be updated.
Yeah, so for me, my DA has moved from planning to real production. So I finished the full storyboard and started animating key scenes between these three characters. So I also added extra scenes to make the story flow more smoothly. And my framework has developed too. I'm now linking environmental communication with the circular economy to show the real change, not just the awareness. So technically, I've been experimenting more with the After Effects to bring the story's emotion to life.
Okay.
So recently, I have discovered an unexpected strength in my creative journey. So I found that I'm really good at planning, but sometimes I don't do exactly what I drew. So I just realized I work best in stage, like sketch, storyboard, short animation loops, and refine. So this process helped me stay organized and creative, but sometimes when I review my storyboard, I notice the gaps between flow and emotion. So I just add extra scene to make the story feel more connected. So yeah, what about you guys? Have you discovered any interesting points?
Yeah, honestly, I realized that I'm better at creating when I don't overplan. Like at the start, I kept waiting until an idea was perfect before posting, because I'm always afraid of like posting something not aesthetic or perfect on social media. So, but when I started just working with what I had, like my actual feelings, my actual photos, and I found it much easier to create and to to get motivation to post. And also when I treat my posts as personal memories, like my personal diaries, rather than content that needs to perform. So when I stopped worrying about what would go viral or would do well, and focus on what actually felt meaningful to post, everything flowed more naturally. So yeah.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Like your guys' two strengths are pretty like contrasting to each other. Like one likes and good at planning, and the other one is like worrying too much, so she stopped planning. But like that's this good thing, like to each other, because we are all different. But for me, like I think my recently discovered unexpected strengths is how I can slow down and reflect on my own journey instead of like chasing the number, chasing the data that the platform give me. Since I have always been a bit like embarrassing, I guess, to look back at my own content because it doesn't actually align with my vision anymore. But yeah, recently I just realized that it's a must to stop and just to look back to reflect what you need to improve and what's a currently lack in your DA. So yeah, I think recently it's more like a patterns in my creative process more than a strength. But I think to stop listening to the viral words and to stop trying to be viral, yeah, and just listening to what you need to do. Yeah, I think that's kind of clicks with me right now because I kind of like write in my journal, so that should be something, yeah, helpful.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very interesting because like you, I think you will be the one that understand you most, like what's your strength and what you are best at. So yeah, that's very good way to reflect on yourself and improve it by yourself rather than just other audience.
Yeah, I think so because I always like thought of myself as I know myself best, but like since starting this DA, I just realized that I have more to look at and I have more to work with myself that I don't really know myself that much. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really helpful way.
Okay, so I have an interesting question for you guys. If the algorithm never rewarded your content, would you still continue your DA?
For me, like for my project, Dear Body, I would probably say I will stop for a while before restarting it because like if the algorithm like didn't give back what I tried to give to the platform, I will stop to look back to see if I'm really interested in that subject or if I'm hesitating like this. Should I continue or should I stop? Like because I'm still doubting myself. Like what is so wrong with this that I have to stop? So yeah, I would probably stop for a while and yeah, because I just like this is not a race, not a race about like achieving like being viral. So I can stop whenever I want and whenever it feels right to stop creating content, posting content. So yeah, I think it would be best for me if the algorithm and the audience doesn't perceive my content as the way I want. I would probably stop to ask myself the questions first and then I could restart any way I want and any time I want. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, I have thought about stop my DA for many times when I'm doing this DA. Like, honestly, earlier in this semester, like, 2 months ago, I probably would have said, no, I don't want to, like, continue my DA. Because at that time, I was still, measuring success through views and engagement and I lost motivation all the times I look at my engagement and the views I got. But after a while, I think for now I realized the real value of this DA has been in the process itself. It's like a reflection for my journey. It's become a form of reflection instead of like content for performance. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think same as that you guys told before, like my project was not supposed to design for viral attention or something, but if it go viral, it could be very good. But maybe I will keep doing other topic if I can, like other social problems too, because I want to spread out the problem to give more information about this to the larger community. And I think even if the algorithm ignores, I would continue because the project represents my creative values and my interest in design as advocacy. So the goal is to make audience think, not to chase the numbers. So
Yeah, I think that pretty like good thing to realize at this point because like when I first started my first DA in my uni, so I was all about chasing the number and all about so exaggerating everything like this is so important to post and to be so busy like all the time with your DA. But yeah, when I just realized like it's all about doing what we like and doing what we think people will like and just showing yourself like in the way you like. Yeah, I think that's the important thing, not like the number that TikTok or any other platform give you.
yeah.
Actually recently I was asked a pretty like insight questions like how do you know if your DA still matters, like who is it like ultimately for, yourself, like your audience or your framework?
For me, I have realized the value of my DA isn't just in how many people see it, but in what it allows me to do and think. It matters because it helps me to slow down, reflect, and make sense of my own experiences, like which is exactly what my slow media framing is about. So in that sense, it's for me first as a reflective process. And for my audience, I think because even if only a small number of people engage, those interactions I think are meaningful for me and I think for them as well. When someone comments like saying it made them feel good or make them reflect on their own travel memories, it gave me lots of motivation to share more. And I would really grateful that they also share about their experience in the comment of my post. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I get that too because we're such small content creators, and when someone leaves something like just how they feel like basically how they feel at our post, we would be like so happy. I would like over the roof like anytime, just simple comments. And yeah, I think that's so meaningful for someone who just starting like us, or who just like starting anywhere, like small creators. Yeah, so like support from people around you or people you don't even know on social media is so important. It will like affect your mood, like how you perceive yourself and perceive your own content.
Yeah.
So I think in the same way, because my DA opens a space for everyone, for people to reflect on their over-consuming clothes, an issue that continues to grow globally, I think. So for me, it's more than a project. It's like a step in becoming a designer who uses creativity to spark awareness and empathy. So for my audience, I think it could be a more visual reminder to slow down and rethink their habits. So it also reinforced my framework as well by showing that environmental communication can be expressed through the storytelling, like turning a complex issue into something relatable, emotional, and more engaging way. So yeah, I think we think in the same way. Like there's a platform that we can reflect on ourselves and what we did through the time.
Yeah, I also think so because the moment that I know that my DA still exists for a reason, because I could look at it and reflect on how I was doing like the last month, the last 2 months, and even further, like because it's just a way like how we can look back on ourselves, like how we were doing at that time. And I think it's also like I have grown a lot since my first year. So yeah, it's a good way to look back. And for my audience, I like at first I had to like get my relatives, my friends to come supporting me. But yeah, then I started it was actually pretty fun to like see how random people on online leave pretty interesting comments on your DA. And that's what also an interesting part of the creative process. And like for the framework, I just like recently discovered it's actually helped. I didn't think it helped at the first stage, but yeah, at this point, for reflection and for like lesson learned, I think framework does help because it like a spiral for, like for you to climb back and to have something to look at and finally know what you've been doing. Is it aligning with the framework you've been planning before? So yeah, I think I would actually like keep doing this DA because it was actually so fun and it helps me connecting to my past self and my future self. I think so. So yeah, it's kind of important.
Yeah. Do you guys have like any advice for new content creator like us?
Just do whatever you want and do whatever you think is the best for your audience and for yourself. Just make something fun.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I think that's the whole point now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I would tell like my past self to keep on creating. Like you don't need to be viral to make your DA look good. Your DA could be everywhere on the internet, and it could have like 100 views, and that's like you can probably imagine like 100 people in front of you liking your post, and that would be actually really great. So yeah, stop doubting yourself. Yeah, you just doing like whatever you want, like whatever makes you feel like you doing right. So
Always ask yourself like, what if it go viral? So
it's such a good way to imagine, like keep manifesting, I guess.
And just like don't build your DA around what you think the algorithm wants. Like just build it around what you are actually willing to stick with in the long run. Like everything change weekly, but your own interests are what will keep you consistent. I think it's better to grow slowly with something you really enjoy than burn out chasing something you don't even care about much in the long run. So
because at the end of the day you just with yourself, so you have to do something that you comfortable with. Okay, so thank you for listening.